Naturally, the Jeep Rubicon can ford water 30 inches worth. We got a nice icy bath here. We're gonna break up some ice and go through it. Most people would take a look at this thing ahead and say, hell no. We say hell yes. Here we go. All right. It's bath time for the Jeep. Oh, and I think our cameraman got a bath as well. If you've never seen a $49,000 Wrangler before, rest assured neither have I. This is a real, no exaggeration, a serious quantum leap for the Wrangler. We're here at Monticello Motor Club with our favorite rally star, Chris Duplessis. Man, have you ever seen a Wrangler this fancy before?
Insane.
But again, now this is the kind of thing that's going to put off the typical Wrangler fan at first, if they think it means that the thing can't off-road anymore. This thing has Dana 44 axles on it. I think the regular lesser models have like 35s, but all the off-road toys. And all right, so good. Let's go have some fun in this brute. The big story of this car is that it is so much more civilized and livable, but it's not compromised in off-roading. In fact, its off-road skills have only increased. I'm driving through about a foot of fresh snow here, and it's hooking up really well. It's got BF Goodrich off-road tires, some pretty serious knobbies on this thing. This is just such an anomaly in today's SUV market. Everything we remembered as hardcore off-roader is either long gone, like a Hummer, or it's been watered down like a Pathfinder. This Jeep is sui generis in this class. This is a Rubicon, two-door version, optional hard top with removable panels. You can still get a soft top, of course. Guess what's coming? An automatic retractable hard top for this vehicle. Even better approach angle, even better crawl ratio than before. It's got a 4.10 rear end, 10.9 inches of ground clearance, and still go through 30 inches of water. Got locking front and rear, electronic locking front and rear differentials. Really cool feature. I can hit the button and disconnect the front sway bar to get a little even more wheel travel and articulation in the seriously dicey stuff. Skid plates for the transfer case, for the transmission, rock rails. This thing can scrape over some hard stuff. Now this particular Jeep starts at $28,000 for your basic sport model. This Rubicon two-door starts at about $38,000, and like I said, $49,000 all in. You got Sport Plus, and the hardcore Rubicon. And if you get the four-door Wrangler, there's also a Sahara edition that has a different four-wheel drive system. It includes like a full-time four-wheel drive that has an automatically adjusting torque split for while you're driving on road. I've got Chris in front of me in a Rover here, and Monticello Motor Club, besides being this great road course, has these really great off-road trails, some serious obstacles here. You can't see, I've got a big steep hill here and lots of snow. I'm gonna have to get some momentum. Let's see if we can get up this. There we go. Yeehaw. There we go. That was not bad. Well, hey, it made it. I wasn't so sure about that, but it did handle that pretty well. A couple little body bits. Let's check out the outside of this Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. Redone grill here. It looks almost more like the old classic CJ that goes back, to the post-war era. I believe 1964 for a trivia fans is when they first put the Jeep name on it instead of Willys, as part of the Kaiser Corporation. Awesome, tough steel bumpers with fog lights. That's an option. Thank you. This thing is a monster. just insane. I mean, you got this 8.4-inch touch screen, waterproof, of course. You can still take a hose to this thing. 4 USBs, all waterproof. Pentastar V6, familiar Chrysler engine, 285 horsepower, diesel engine coming as well. But the big news is a new turbo 4-cylinder that's got more like 270 horsepower, but 295 pound-feet of torque. A little bit more torque than even this V6, and a lot better fuel economy as well. Love this interior, this like big Louisville Slugger, this big leather wrap shifter, remote start, cross traffic alert, blind spot alert, and so much better on-road performance. A new electric pump for the hydraulic steering, totally retuned suspension, 5-link up front, redone springs, redone shocks, box ladder frame, of course, tough as ever, but a lot more rigid mounting points. So a lot better on-road experience, but no loss of off-road capability. This new ladder frame, a lot more use of aluminum, doors around the windshield header hood, managed to save 200 pounds and just so much more convenience. There's still a soft top model. Man, the thing used to just be such a pain. You never wanted to take it off because you could never figure out how to put it back on again. Now the thing just retracts or erects just in, half a minute maybe. Hardtop model, I got my little toolkit here. We could remove these panels are just a couple latches, but of course you can take off the entire hardtop. And this windshield, same thing, just had dozens of screws. You never wanted, most people didn't even know you could remove the windshield. This one, 4 bolts, bing, 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 this thing folds right down. Door is way easier to remove and put back on. Got differing length pins, and what that means is you can hang one pin and then line up the other one. It used to be so impossible, very tricky to kind of line up 2 pins at once while you were trying to hold that door in there. So what have we learned about the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 4x4? Well, that this is still a unique proposition in this class. We just came off some incredible off-road trails and no studs or anything. This thing was going through 2 feet of virgin snow with the front and rear lockers and 4-wheel low and 4-wheel high. Not cheap, but you can get, again, a starter Jeep for about $28,000 and take it all the way up to almost 50 grand in this thing. But all the other off-roaders have either gone the way of the dinosaur or they've just been softened up. And this is still a serious commando vehicle. Totally impressed. Jeep Wrangler Rubicon.